Calling out to all finance brands. When it comes to speaking to consumers about finance, it can put them off or even bore them. But we all know it is necessary. How can finance brands stand out and attract the right audience? The key is to understand your audience and deliver relevant key messages. One way to do so is to leverage dynamic creative optimization through programmatic advertising. Dynamic creative is the ability to allow you to change your creative on the fly based on different data inputs. Here are a few ways that finance brands can leverage DCO to drive incremental ROI. Let's go. First off, say if you're trying to promote a savings account, you can utilize the calculator banner. The calculator banner basically allows you to immediately start communicating with the consumer right from the start. Take this example. The consumer is able to then pull the drop down and pick which category that meets their criteria. And once they fulfill all of them, they will then be able to receive from the calculation a potential interest that they might be able to get from utilizing this savings account. Now, we all know sometimes trying to calculate these numbers can be quite intimidating when you have to do it in a bank, in front of a bank teller or a service representative. So to be able to do it at your own pace, in front of your own laptop, I think it's something that really brings a little bit of ease for the consumer. And that itself is already something that can increase the conversion. It also helps when all of these works can be conducted right from the start. Then it also skips many steps of the service, allowing a quicker conversion. Here's another example. This is a very cool one. This one is when you are able to pull a live API feed into your banner. So say if you're trying to do a currency exchange, you want to do stock exchange, any type of live reporting that you would like to incorporate to encourage your consumer to interact with you, this is something you can do. Now, this is something that I think, especially a lot of financial brands, find it to be a very cool tool, as it can immediately draw attention to their product by having these real-time numbers. The third example is our popular countdown banner. The countdown banner basically is a very simple mechanism of counting down the numbers to create an urgency, depending on if you're trying to do a quick sales, or say you're trying to count down to the opening of a stock market. All of that could be an option of why you would want to utilize it. The most important thing that you want to remember is by putting this functionality creates urgency. So sometimes my clients will complain to me, Frank, I need to promote multiple products at the same time. Well, have no fear. Here is the example of a cube or a slider, as we call it. This allows you to put multiple products into a dynamic banner so that consumers are able to see multiple promotions at the same time. It's not complicated, but it's just a good way to give users a set of menus to pick and choose what is most relevant. I think what's also good about it is that you yourself will then be able to understand what sort of product is more popular amongst the different audience segments. At the end of the day, we want to encourage you to be creative with how you want to engage with your audience. Consumers can find financial products to be complicated, mundane, or even intimidating. So to make it easy for them, meet them halfway by using the language that they understand. Dynamic creative means that they can put the right message in front of the right person at the right time, which isn't rocket science. If you show something that they're interested in, they're going to click on it.